If you're out there grinding through endless jogging sessions, thinking you're building stamina for football, you're making a big mistake. I see it everywhere. Players running 5-mile loops, steady state cardio, thinking they're getting match fit. But here's the brutal truth. You're not training for a marathon. You're training for football, and football is not jogging at a steady pace for 90 minutes. You know that. Football is explosive sprints from a standstill. It's changing direction in a split second. It's going from walking to full sprint in the blink of an eye. Your jogging isn't preparing you for any of that. Do not misunderstand, jogging is very beneficial, but you shouldn't use it as a primary source for stamina. Think about it. When do you ever jog at a steady pace during a match? You're either walking, exploding into action, or doing a very light jog. The game demands constant acceleration and deceleration. Yet most players train like they're preparing for a cross-country race. And by doing this, you feel tired after 15 minutes of game. Not because you lack fitness, but because you've trained your body for the wrong energy system entirely. Here's what actually works: small-sided games. And yeah, I am being repetitive by saying this every video. But when you're playing 3 versus 3 or 4 versus 4 in a tight space, you're forced to make the same rapid transitions your body faces in a real match. Research from 2024 shows that small-sided games improve endurance, speed, and change of direction simultaneously. The restricted space means you're constantly accelerating, decelerating, changing direction. Your body learns to switch between energy systems just like it needs to during a match. Pickup games work the same way, that chaotic, unpredictable environment where you never know what's coming next. That's football. But training is only half the battle. You can have the perfect training program, but if you're fueling your body with garbage, you'll never unlock unlimited stamina. We all know carbs are our main energy source. The problem isn't carbs themselves, it's the quality of carbs most footballers are eating. I see players downing pasta before matches, thinking they're carb loading, processed cereals for breakfast, energy drinks during training, protein bars after sessions. All of this is trash fuel that's sabotaging your energy systems. These processed carbs create wild blood sugar swings. You get a quick hit of energy, then crash hard. Your body becomes addicted to these sugar spikes instead of learning how to efficiently use stored energy. Real fuel looks different. White rice with some quality olive oil, sweet potatoes, sourdough bread that's been properly fermented, natural honey. These give you steady, sustainable energy without the crashes. Now here's something almost no one talks about: your circadian rhythm. This internal clock controls when your body produces energy, when it recovers, when it's primed for peak performance. Most players completely ignore this. They train whenever it's convenient, eat at random times, staying up late scrolling their phones. Then they wonder why they feel tired during matches. Your circadian rhythm is controlled by light exposure. When you wake up and immediately check your phone instead of getting natural sunlight, you're throwing off your entire energy system. When you train under artificial lights at night, you're confusing your body's recovery signals. The fix is simple but powerful. Get sunlight in your eyes within the first hour of waking. This sets your internal clock and kickstarts your energy production for the entire day. And for evening, keep the lights dim afterward. No screens for at least an hour before bed. Your body needs that darkness signal to produce the hormones that repair and recharge your energy systems overnight. Now, here's something that sounds weird, but works. Grounding. Walking barefoot on natural surfaces, grass, sand, soil. Your body is essentially an electrical system. Every nerve impulse, every muscle contraction, every cellular process involves electrical charges. When you're constantly wearing rubber shoes and walking on artificial surfaces, you build up electrical stress in your system. Studies show that grounding reduces inflammation, improves sleep quality, and speeds recovery. When you connect your bare feet to the earth for even 20 minutes a day, you're literally discharging built up electrical stress and resetting your nervous system. For footballers, this means better recovery between sessions, less muscle fatigue, and sustained energy throughout matches. It costs nothing, takes minimal time, but the impact on your stamina is profound. And also, your daily movement matters as much as your training sessions. The human body is designed to walk a lot. Aim for 10,000 steps every day, but not all at once. Spread it throughout the day. This low intensity movement keeps your aerobic system ticking over, improves circulation, and maintains your fat burning capacity. It's the foundation that makes your high intensity training more effective. Then 3 to 4 times per week with real speed work. Short, explosive sprints with full recovery between each one. You can do 10 to 20 second sprints, 4 to 8 times per session. Now, most players are breathing wrong, and it's costing them massive amounts of energy. During normal activity, breathe through your nose only. Your nose filters, warms, and humidifies the air. It also produces nitric oxide, which improves oxygen delivery to your muscles. And when you're running hard, nose and mouth together, but always return to nose-only breathing during recovery periods. This trains your body to be more efficient with oxygen and conserves energy. Learn to breathe from your diaphragm, not your chest. Put one hand on your chest, one on your belly. The belly hand should move more. This deeper breathing pattern delivers more oxygen with less effort. Start every morning with the Wim Hof breathing method. 30 deep breaths, retain the breath for 15 seconds, exhale, and repeat 3 to 4 rounds. This increases your oxygen capacity and trains your body to perform under stress. Here's the final piece most players miss: playing other sports, not as your main focus, but maybe 20% of your training time. Tennis develops incredible stamina and coordination. The constant stopping, starting, and lateral movement translates perfectly to football. Basketball improves your spatial awareness and quick decision-making under fatigue. Even boxing or martial arts teach you to stay relaxed under pressure while maintaining high output. Science proves that multi-sport athletes have better overall fitness, fewer injuries, and surprisingly, are often happier with their training. Different movement patterns challenge your body in new ways, preventing overuse injuries and keeping your nervous system sharp. Each sport teaches your body different ways to produce and conserve energy. Tennis teaches you to explode laterally. Basketball teaches you to jump and land efficiently. Combat sports teach you to stay calm while your heart rate spikes. All of these movement patterns make you a more complete athlete. And when you return to football, your body has new tools to draw from. You're not just a football player anymore. You're an athlete who happens to play football. Listen, I'm about to tell you something that most players will never understand. And it's probably the reason why you feel exhausted after 20 minutes, even when you're physically fit. Your mind is eating your stamina alive. Think about it. You step onto the pitch and immediately your brain starts this internal commentary. Don't mess up that pass. The coach is watching. What if I lose the ball? That defender looks fast. I hope I don't embarrass myself. Every single one of those thoughts is stealing energy from your muscles. Your brain uses 20% of your total energy even when you're just sitting there doing nothing. Now imagine what happens when it's running a full-time anxiety show during a match. Here's what's really happening inside your head. Your nervous system has 2 modes, parasympathetic and sympathetic. Parasympathetic is your rest and digest mode, calm, focused, efficient. Sympathetic is your fight or flight mode, stressed, scattered, energy wasting. Most players spend the entire match in sympathetic mode because they're constantly worried about something. And when you're in that state, your body is literally burning through energy like a car with the handbrake on. But here's the thing, you can control this. Every time you feel that mental chatter starting, you reset with breath. Here's exactly what you do. 4 to 7 to 8 breathing during the match. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale through your mouth for 8. Do this twice and your parasympathetic nervous system comes in automatically. The switch happens during the hold. When you hold your breath, you're forcing your brain to stop the mental chatter and focus on survival. For those 7 seconds, your mind can't worry about the defender or the coach or anything else. It's just in the present. And when you exhale for 8 counts, you're telling your nervous system, we're safe, we can perform. I've seen players transform their entire game just by mastering this one technique. Because most people get tired because of the brain energy. And if you want to cleanse your brain better to perform, do it even before matches. Do what I call the spawning method. Most players show up to matches carrying the stress of their entire week. School problems, family drama, social media anxiety, everything. Your mind doesn't know the difference between a real threat and a thought about the threat. So if you're thinking about that argument you had with your friend, your body is responding as if that friend is standing right there ready to fight. So 1 hour before the match, find a quiet space. Sit down, close your eyes, and mentally go through every worry, every stress, every problem that's been sitting in your head. Acknowledge each one. I see you. I know you're there, but you don't belong on the pitch with me because I just spawned on Earth. What you're doing is removing from your brain every past event and every future outcome. You are like a baby living in the present moment. The difference is immediate. Instead of your brain running background programs about life problems, 100% of your mental energy goes into the game. Now let's talk about hydration, because I'm watching players make the same deadly mistakes over and over. You think hydration is just about drinking water. That's like thinking a car runs on just gas when it also needs oil, coolant, and proper air pressure. Your body is basically a sophisticated electrical system. Every muscle contraction, every nerve signal, every thought, it's all electrical. And electricity needs the right environment to flow properly. That environment is created by electrolytes: sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium. Without the right balance of these minerals, you can drink gallons of water and still feel dehydrated at the cellular level. Start hydrating 24 hours before your match, not 2 hours before. Your body can only absorb about 8 ounces of water every 20 minutes. If you try to catch up right before the game, you'll just end up feeling bloated and heavy. Every morning, first thing you do, 500 milliliters of water with a pinch of high quality sea salt, not table salt. That processed garbage will actually dehydrate you. Add some raw honey and you will feel hydrated all day. Throughout the day, sip consistently. Every 15 to 20 minutes, take a few sips. Never wait until you're thirsty. That's your body's emergency signal that you're already behind. 2 hours before the match, 16 ounces of water with a squeeze of fresh lemon and a pinch of sea salt. The lemon provides natural vitamin C and helps absorption. The salt ensures the water actually gets into your cells instead of just passing through. After the match, you need to replace what you lost, but you also need to restore your mineral balance. Coconut water is perfect. It has natural electrolytes and potassium that your muscles desperately need for recovery. Look, I can give you all the science in the world, but if you don't take action, nothing changes. And most players will watch this, nod their heads, and then go back to the same old routine that's been keeping them average. But you're different. You're still here, which means you're part of that rare group who actually wants to transform their game. So here's what you can do right now. Download our free ebooks, join our community where serious players share their progress and push each other to the next level, and most importantly, start implementing these strategies tomorrow. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop making excuses. Your competition isn't waiting, and neither should you. Hit the protocol and take action.